Hello everybody and welcome back to this tutorial, and right now we're going to take a look at the operators in and not in a string. And also we're going to take a look at some of the different functions such as the upper, lower, is upper and is lower that are actually used on strings. So for example, if you have a string that is with both upper and lower case, you can make that string lowercase with a simple function. You can also check whether it is lower or uppercase with a different function. So we are going to take a look at that in this tutorial. So let's open up our idle right here. So I will go right here, type idle as usual. Enlarge my window so we can see everything better. And right here, let us start off with the operator in. Now, we maybe saw this in the previous tutorials, for a brief view, but right now let us take a look at that in a more detailed matter. So for example, if we have a string that says basically today is a nice day. This is our string. As you can see, once we type it, it will print it out to the screen. But let's say the string is a lot bigger than this and we want to check for a specific word or a specific thing in a string to see whether it is in it or not. So for example, if we wanted to check for today, whether that string is in the actual string that we typed right here, we can do that with just specifying the string name. So today in, and then the string name or the string that we are going to check it in. So today is a nice day. And you can see that this will actually return a value of true. Now you can do the same, of course, with the string variable. So string equals, or string1 equals, today is a nice day. You don't really need to type all of this right here. And you can set the string2 to be equal to today. And then you can just type here string2 in string1 and you will return the value of true because string2 is really in the string1 as well. But be careful on the lower and uppercase letters. As you can see right here, if I just type here today in today is a nice day, you can see that this right here will actually return a value of false because this is a capital letters today and today in the actual string is not capital. So therefore we get the false right here. So keep a track of the lowercase and uppercase letters once you do this. You can also take a look at the wrong word. So for example, tomorrow in today is a nice day will also return, of course, the value of false. So right now that we got that out of the way, you can also take a look at the not in. So for example, tomorrow not in, today is a nice day. This will of course return a value of true because tomorrow is not in this actual string right here. So you can just basically read this like normal English. Tomorrow not in today is a nice day, which is true because it really isn't there. So that is also something to take a look at. And right now, since we notice that right here we actually have a problem once we actually specify a same actual word but with uppercase letters instead of lowercase, it will return a value of false even though this word is actually in this sentence right here. So let us see the actual functions that help us resolve this. So first of all, we have the actual upper function. So you can see right here, if I set the string to be equal to today, and I just type here string.upper, open and close brackets, you can see that it will print out that the actual string of the today, which we actually made to be a lowercase, and I use string.upper, it will turn that string into the uppercase. So this problem right here can be resolved just by simply specifying. So let's say we have string2, or we do have string2, we can actually use a lower function right now. So let's say we want to actually make this to be true right now. We have a string2 or string upper. Now let's just call it string2 equals uppercase today, and string1 will be equal to normal sentence from before, today is a nice day. You can see that even if I just type here string2.lower in string1, we will still get a value of false because string2.lower, if I just print it to the screen, will actually return a lowercase today. And right here we actually have a today, which is not a lowercase, which actually has a capital T at the beginning of the sentence. So in order to bypass that as well, we can just type something like this. So string2 dot lower in string1 dot lower. And right now we actually get the value of true because we turned everything into a lowercase. Therefore we actually compare that then, and then we get the actual true value. So you can do that same with the upper. So string2.upper in string1.upper will also return a true value. Okay. So right now you can perform the check right here whether something is capital or not. So for example, let's say with the is upper and is lower function. So for example, let's say you have a name variable that is going to be equal to the input, open and close brackets, and let's prompt the user enter your name right here, and we type here Adam, for example. Let's say the username is the Adam, and if I just print name, it will print Adam. If I just print name.upper, it will print Adam in capital, and name.lower will print Adam in lower. So we already knew this, we just wanted to make sure. But right now, let us check whether the Adam is lower or uppercase. We can do that with the isLower function. So name.isLower will return a value of false because Adam actually has capital A at the beginning, as well as name.isUpper will not return a true value because Adam, of course, is not uppercase. So these are two functions that will actually return a Boolean value for the specific word that you are testing. Now, don't actually compare them with these two. What the lower function and upper function will do is they will turn a string into a lower and uppercase, and the isLower and isUpper function will return a Boolean value, either true or false, depending on the string that you specified in the function itself. So you can also check it like this. You don't have to use a variable. You can just type today dot is upper, and this should return a true value because today's string is uppercase. Okay, so that is also something to take a look at. Now you can also try it with a string that has numbers, such as, for example, if you have A1, B2, C3, and you want to perform a check whether that is lowercase, you can do that, and it will actually return a value of true because all the actual letters right here basically are lowercase. Even though there are some numbers, it skips those numbers and it checks only letters. If you, for example, had A1, B2, C3, and then let me just add the actual single quotes, so let's not forget that as well. And then is lower, this will return a value of false because there is a capital B. Now, what you can't do is you can't really perform this on the actual numbers. You can't really perform it on a string of 1, 2, 3 and just try to check is lower. It will return a value false, which basically doesn't give you an error, which is a good thing. But also if you try to check whether it is upper, it will also return a value of false. So the number string is not either false, is not either lower or upper. So that is also something that you should remember. So basically that would be about it for this tutorial. We took a look at some of these functions, and we're going to take a look at the different stuff in the next tutorial. And we're going to continue coding in the next tutorial. So hope I see you there, and take care. Bye.